Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis, happy to be with you. And, Charles, we've got two teams who know each other extremely well. These division games, they tend to be battles.
People scout like crazy in this league, but no one scouts more than within the division. Because if you win your division, you're automatically in the playoffs. That puts extra emphasis on these games, and they can't wait to get at each other.
It's a rivalry that dates back to 1921. The Packers and Bears are underway from Chicago. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Let's go, come on. Over.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Julius Peppers in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Get 300. Zoom. Gun. Hey, check 26.
Rodgers to throw on second down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Julius Peppers in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way.
Blue.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
Hurry.
On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. And that is incomplete.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. They go play action. Trubisky, rush coming, and he's taken down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
So the missed field goal, and now they're in great shape. They'll start at the 38.
Go to 50. Line left.
Rodgers now on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Kyle Fuller there defensively.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Now after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. Goes underneath for Bell. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. They shakes him off. And he took the contact as he was throwing it. And the ball drops incomplete.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
So after that 4th down stop, Charles, you said it was almost guaranteed points the other way. Indeed, they do cash in, but only 3.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. They got the points, but it should have been more. With that type of field position, the setup that they had, I think it was almost a loss for them that they only got 3 instead of pushing across the line for a touchdown.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they were in field goal range the last time out but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
Touchdown, Chicago! A big play there, 75 yards, and the Bears have taken the early lead. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. 5 yards on the catch there brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Working from the gun, Rodgers trying to lay one up. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A very solid gain of 27. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, check 26.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. This is Cobb with a catch right side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one goes for 24 yards. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Graham. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Well, they were unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Rodgers to throw once more. Flushed out right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on third down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Onto the field now come the Bears. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Stop made there by Julius Peppers.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Now a handoff looking right. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 1:57 to go in this first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Play action. It's Trubisky. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. A Chicago first down, the former Jag Allen Robinson on the catch from Trubisky.
Hurry!
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
There we go. You see it? Red's up!
Now Trubisky to throw on second. And Olsen over the middle. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Red's up!
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Right back to him on first down. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set them back for second down. On second down, Trubisky. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. First and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. And they'll run it here. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And Parkey's kick, there you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field with the Bears out in front. This is taken about 7 yards deep. So quick on the spin.
He's spinning, man.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team, because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Reds up!
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. On first, they go right back to Howard. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 12 yards is the pickup there, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Let's go, let's go. Hang on, we got, you see it, you see it?
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. And on the ground they go with the running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
I don't know about you, partner, but I'm rubbing my eyes after that play. Did we just see that runner not get yardage? A big-time play by the defense. It does happen occasionally, even against the best running backs who are having big days.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears will extend their lead. And his kick is right through. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
Now Rodgers looking deep for Adams. It got his man complete. A big play there. Rodgers to Adams. 41 yards. And at this stage, down in the 2nd half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out.
And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out. Back now at Soldier Field. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. To throw, it's Rodgers. The left side throw complete to Adams. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
And all the way up to the 47-yard line. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And just shutting him off there. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. And now the Packers going to take another timeout. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice. Let's go, let's go. Got double tight. Double tight. 3 down, 3 down.
They go play action with Trubisky. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.